Hello, Virgo. Welcome to Time Wit T. This is your 2022 year in review. The messages have been amazing. I have pulled out some decks that I have not pulled out in a long time. Some of my decks offer a lot of fluff and stuff with the real. These just cut to it. So I think that's what we need. We need to cut to it, right? The other signs have had amazing, phenomenal readings. You like my little stupid cocktail looking ass shirt? Anyways, so this is for the placements of your Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising if it falls in Virgo. I am going to start with the Orisha deck. This is going to be raw. If you don't like it, click off. But some of the readings have been very straight and direct, but it also offers guidance. So that's one of the main reasons why I share this gift publicly, is because I've seen the fruits and how Source, Creator, God, whatever you call it, how this system works here in this human life. And you literally reap what you sow. So and people meet you at your energetic frequency, vibration. So let's see where y'all sitting for 2022, okay? Divine energy, Source. This is a general reading for the upcoming 13 moon cycle of 2022 for Virgo. It's the Orisha deck. Could I please have the overall energy? So there really are 13 moon cycles, not 12. So we talking about universal time, universe, that one verse, that one language. It's etherical, it's in the cosmos. So let's go. What is the overall energy from the Orisha deck that we're going to focus on for Virgo in 2022? Eight of Water in reverse. It's like the Eight of Cups in reverse, but deeper than that. I love y'all enough. I'm putting my glasses on today. Let me get to your message from Eight of Water. Here we go. So there's an octopus. It has 8 tentacles, and the 8 astrological house, that is of Scorpio, that rules Mars and Pluto, could detonate the weapons of drama and chaos. In numerology, 4 represents stability and balance. It also represents 4 cardinal points, the 4 seasons of the year, the 4 riders of the apocalypse, the 4 gospels. 8, the doubling of 4 means in moderation when incorrectly used, since it's a number of ambition. It may bestow an evil creature that, like the spider, wearing the threads of its own house, den, or habitat, which is also a trap for its future victims or prey. Will not hesitate to trap and end the freedom and integrity of its victims. Surely this is a dangerous card. Yours is in reverse. In reverse, it means possibility of reflection and reviewing things, of abandoning worldly and mean things to reach spiritual rejoicing. Excuse me. Otherwise, instead of victimizers, we will become victims of our own deeds. Ooh. Does a ship trapped by a huge octopus seem like the result of excessive imagination or a tale? I'm sorry, I'm reading. It's talking about the slaves in the ships, and they would wrap the tentacles of squids A giant squid. It was just something, that's what it's talking about, the attack, which seemed, like a curse, but in the end, death was freedom. I guess that's what it was saying. That was deep. I'm going to go back and read that, y'all. The book is called The Tarot of the Orishas. Came with the deck if you want to read more on this card. But, this card is about accountability and accepting our choices and reaping what we sow. So if some of y'all are doing deeds and you may be doing them thinking they're honorable, but you have not stopped to review, you've not stopped to weigh things out to what is actually sensible and practical, you could be setting yourself up for trouble. So you could have had good intentions, but what was driving your intentions? Did they make sense? Like, just because it made sense to you, if you're not looking at the universal oneness, the universal connection, and incorporating others' thoughts and ideas in what you're doing, or just sensibility, this is saying that you could hit some hard challenges in 2022. This is called the Aset Egyptian Oracle. This is a special deck for me, but I'm going to pull it out for these 2022 readings. You got the Scarab. This is about a spiritual transformation, which a lot of challenges and karmic cycles in life usually forces us into that. And then you got Osiris. Talking about abundance and blessings. So Osiris's real name, the Romans came and changed the name of Osiris to benefit them and what their propaganda they were trying to assert. Osiris's real name is Ashur in Egypt. Horus, slow victory. Syrian star blessings. So you have a lot of hope. That's about making a wish. You have a lot of hope. Intuition, which is sarcophagus, patah, whatever it is. Alchemy and creation. Yeah, you're trying to get something done. You got a lot of things you're focused on, trying to level up in 2022. But the first card was spiritual transformation. So like I said, 1 + 1's got to equal 2 in 2022, okay? 1 + 2's got to equal 3. Look at my dumb ass. 1 + 1 = 2. I don't know what I just said. I'm connected, y'all. I need to back out. Get out the reading and just channel. Just let it flow. What did I just say, Basir? You don't know either, do you? Can you bring me my tea out of the microwave? Thank you, should. Nefertirim, renewals and rebirth. Yeah. Be careful, because not everybody's ready for this. Not everybody wants to hear that. People are afraid of that rebirth, of that, that transformation. It's in that big ass cup and not in a ceramic teacup, because it's actually a therapeutic tea that I made homemade. And it was super hot, and I made a lot. I know y'all don't care. But a lot of people aren't ready for the inner work that has to be done to get the results. And so you just keep repeating the same cycle. The deck's getting heavy. It's like, this is my final card. It's my last chance to get Virgo's card. We will clarify. I need one more card for Virgo, please. One more card. I'm about to choose a card. Skip this. Okay. Sete. Challenges. That was a very specific choice. The energy was like, wait, one more card. You get it good. Challenges. Yeah, I know. Your Orisha card set that energy. But we're gonna work through this together, okay? So now it's time to get to the truth deck too. This one is no bullshit. Like I said, some of my decks offer with the energy when I'm reading, some fluff and stuff with the delivery of it. This one just cuts straight to it. It just cuts through all BS and it says it straight up, no chaser. So let's go, let's get it. But all of the readings have offered guidance, but I'm not going to hold you up. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. There's other readers for that. You can go find them. I won't be offended. It's your life. I know this seems OCD. Okay. There's a reason. Scarab, please. Spiritual transformation. Can I have clarity on spiritual transformation for Virgo? Thank you. Nope. Ugh, I'm going to have to do all these, Virgo. Well, it makes sense. It's a deep card. Let's dig in, see what y'all got going. Sun in reverse. Who else had that in reverse? Gemini? Yeah, Gemini had Sun in reverse. To the Hierophant. Yeah, pretty clear already. Lust, which is like the devil. It's like, I'll get to it. Six of Cups in reverse. Ten of Swords in the upright. Nine of Cups in reverse. Three of Pentacles in the upright. To the Eight of Swords. To the Five of Swords. Yep. So, very clear message on spiritual transformation. Some of y'all in 2022 are really going against yourselves. You're going against yourself by making irrational decisions. Like you have a passion, you're driven by something, but it is completely irrational and you are going to cause yourself some challenges. And the challenges though, because depending on where the light bulb comes on for you, they can stop and you can shift your energy and come into this abundance that's on the table in your spread, or it can continue and the challenges can get more, give me a word, detrimental to your success, your life. Not that you're going to be harmed, but it could impact your whole life. How you make your money, how you pay your bills, how you eat, how you love. Sun in reverse is a lot of negativity. And then the Hierophant, with the Hierophant and the Six of Cups, something is going to be removed from your life. What you thought was a blessing or what you were trying to bless somebody with, it is totally going to backfire on you. You didn't take enough time to use your intuition. Remember, this card was talking about intuition as well. You're not using your intuition when you're making decisions. And in 2022, that's what's going to shift you into your spiritual awakening, because of you not really taking a moment to weigh things out and seeing things from all perspectives. It's like you're used to doing something one way, and you're going to continue in that nature of yourself that you think you own and you think is, going to make shit happen. And this is saying that it's going to cause some depression. You're going to be dissatisfied. There's going to be some people talking behind your back. Like, they will not be impressed. They are going to change how they think and feel about you. And people that genuinely respect you, like people that want you happy, people that want you to gain, they are going to see you in a different light, a negative light, because of some moves you're making. And it's going to force you into this spiritual awakening. Sometimes when we get insight and message, if we don't listen, the bump upside the head, you get knocked upside the head, it gets a little stronger and harder. It becomes a real, train wreck. And a loss of your wish fulfillment in 2022 is what's going to force you. This is your teacher learner card, literally in the session, is what's going to force you into this karmic lesson and this spiritual awakening. You're going to free yourself. 8 of Swords is about, there's usually someone tied up, right? And they have their eyes covered, blindfolded, and 8 swords are in the ground. And this person, though, feels like they're trapped, when really they could just wiggle themselves loose from the ropes. They're loosely tied, and just pull the blindfold down and see that no one's there holding their swords up against them. They're fighting battles that aren't even theirs, just blindly fighting some shit, not even fully aware of the full capacity of what's going on, not looking at people for what they are, but going off of emotion and not listening to the instinct with the emotion. So then you have 5 of Wands, which is conflict and chaos. These people are bringing you conflict and chaos, and you don't see it. You totally don't see it, which is, your intent is there, though. You have good intentions, but this is about to put you in a huge ass life lesson, Virgo. 7 of Cups on abundance blessings. That's beautiful, because all those cups are filled with either rewards or consequences. So you do have some positive blessings coming in. It just depends on how you move. Can I get more on this 7 of Cups, please? How do we achieve this 7 of Cups? Those fell, you guys. They slid out. How does Virgo achieve this 7 of Cups? Like the card said what they said. Okay, I'll clarify on another deck. Horus, slow victory. Queen of Wands. It's a slow victory because you're not understanding that you can take charge and you can do what you. There's another way to move. The Queen of Wands is someone that is very judgmental. Like it can weigh things out. It's almost like a justice card, like in charge of their life, but not emotional. So the Queen of Wands is not emotional. The Queen of Wands is fierce. Look at this shit. Holding a cheetah's head with her hand. The male holding a wand, which it represents the male phallic. Very, very divine masculine with a little feminine energy in there. And that's what this is calling for. Your victory is slow because you're not operating in the capacity of, it's like you have to remove some emotion, because I feel the word misguided run through me. Your emotions are misguided. and possibly one-sided where you think they're not. Anything else for the Queen of Wands? I told you these decks do not even fuck around. All right, let's get star blessings. Let's go. Okay. Eight of Cups. Walking away from something. Seeing something for what it is and walking away. It could be a combination of work. It could be relationship. It could be friendships. It could be old self. Because that lust card that came out is all about walking in your own, like I'm going to do this because I say I'm going to do it with no rationality. Trying to, so here it is. This is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Source. Virgo is trying to avoid some sort of loss. And I feel a combination of situations. I'm not just speaking romance. This is a annual reading. This is a yearly reading. So apply whatever you need to apply to loss, okay? You're trying to avoid it. And by moving recklessly and not using intuition, not thinking things through, not understanding what is clear to everyone else, people are going to walk away from you. People are going to not support you. They're not going to see you for what they did before. And they're going to say, so the whole time Virgo had their own agenda and Virgo didn't think we were smart enough, or that we had free will as well. And someone could be very negative and trying to get down on Virgo, and Virgo, having good intent, does not see it because you're not in your Queen of Wands energy. Very discerning and very judgmental, the Queen of Wands is. Like, I have a message coming through and I'm going to share it. And this is about walking away from that. Like, these L's are really blessings, but people can say what they want, but you have to look at their actions and their words. And if they don't match up, that is incompatibility. That is not reciprocity. That is, I hear false mask. So you don't see it. This is saying you need to walk away from certain situations in 2022. So what happens with this Eight of Cups if they don't? Oops. Nine of Swords, regret, sorrow. I don't make this up. You saw that happen. This is really a divine connection. These really are intuitive readings. I am thankful for this gift. I am. Let's move on. Let's go into intuition. You didn't want to go play football? Should. You didn't want to go play football? Hakeem just texted me that they're good. Can you text him back and say, okay, thank you? Intuition for Virgo, please. Clarify. I think I just did. What do they need to use their intuition for? Okay, let me get a little more specific. Thank you. You're not facing your fears. That's why you're not using your intuition. You are, it's cute, but it's not. It's cute because I'm operating out of thoughts of experience. you're cutting off your intuition and you're not accepting things for what they are because you're afraid to. And, I'm a parent, so I'm like, we learn sometimes the hard way. And as long as the lesson is learned as a parent, I'm like, okay, if that's how you choose to learn it, that's how you're going to learn it, right? As long as no physical harm comes to you. So you're operating in fear, and fear is associated with ego. Fear is associated with control issues, and fear is associated with not having enough self-worth and self-confidence. So where you might express yourself as if you're very confident, or you might present yourself that way, deep down inside you're terrified. And your intuition is telling you to do something foreign to you, to see something that is going to hurt you in the present moment. But if you look at the long term, the results and where your life could be, if you would accept what your intuition is trying to show you through your fear, you would come out in a better place. We do. That's just the way energy works. It is a reaping and sowing, a reward system. So you receive what you get. And fear, forget everything and run, or face everything and what is it? Face everything and reap or reward. It's a positive R. Receive. It's up to you. But yeah, you're cutting off your intuition. You're not willing to face your fears. In 2022, you need to face what you don't express. And you think people don't see or feel your fears or know your fears. But let me tell you, Virgo, the way this spread is falling, the way you move, it's not, the word fear isn't attached to your actions, but a recklessness, like an inconsistency, a desperation, and then a manipulation is attached to it as well. And that's what others see. And you don't know you're sharing that, but that's what you need to know, so that in from now, fuck 2022, from now into 2022, you can work on those aspects. You can tap into your intuition, and you can move not for the moment, but for the long-term outcome in your life, because you are living moment to moment right now. And that's like very hippie. That's a new age philosophy, right? Living in the moment. And I've been through that phase. I still go into, let me just deal with this moment right here. But I don't block off my intuition in the process. And you shouldn't either. Let's get into alchemy and creation. Thank you. Balancing things out in order to receive what you want. Opening your heart, not just your mind. To the High Priestess. So alchemy is about manifesting and creating, changing and transforming something, making something into what you want it to be, like lead to gold, iron to gold, right? You have to balance yourself out in 2022. You have to stop just leading from your head, because if you led from your heart and you really protected your mind, body, spirit, your self, high self, you would not allow a lot of the things you allow in life. You wouldn't call things love, friendship, even for some family. You would not see them as such if you operated out of a higher knowing, out of a sense of awareness of self. The High Priestess is here You may need to block some people. You may need to cut some people off in 2022. This is about no communication. Someone may block you. You may block them in order to open your heart and balance your life out. But there's that's one of your challenges. Those are some challenges, but you transform all of that struggle and those challenges and you balance yourself by seeing things for what they are, cutting some things out, and opening up your heart. When your heart chakra is blocked, all your other there's 7 chakras and like hundreds of nadis, electrical points in your body, all connected to your nervous system. And that blockage blocks everything. So you meet people, I think I started with you meet people at your frequency, and that was this reading, right? You meet them at your frequency and vibration. If you're low vibe and that's what you're sending out, you're going to keep receiving the same shit. So, and chaos, whatever you're at, that's what's going to keep meeting you. And so you need to unblock your heart. You may think you're going for something big. You may think you're doing righteous big things, but with your heart closed, you're not leading from true passion, from truth. You're not leading from there. And your heart chakra is right before your throat chakra. So if your heart is closed, you're not speaking your truth. You're not in truth. So in 2022, this is about opening up to truth without the fear. Without the fear. That's that fight or flight reaction. It's time to create what you really want and balance your life out in 2022. Revival and rebirth. Let's get to what that means, what that looks like, okay? I told you it's a reaping and sowing. I don't care how hard you get your ass kicked in these readings. There's always guidance. You're never just left with your ass kicked. You're never just left scolded, okay? But some people just aren't ready for any of this, and that's okay. Ten of Wands. Letting go of burdens. You carrying some people, and they are a fucking burden, and they fucking you up. They're fucking your whole life up. They're fucking your situation up. They're messing up your balance. They're keeping you in fear. Their fear. You're taking on other people's challenges, and it's throwing you off. And that's okay to do if it makes sense, right? But if it is just them forcing their propaganda, forcing their way, and you're the tool to push it, or it's how they get what they want out of something, that's the burden. And you're being asked to let that burden go and focus on you and opening yourself up. It's going to change you, and then the blessings come. But you are in the teacher learner. It's there, and it's about freeing yourself. Right after your teaching learning, that karmic lesson card was that 8 of Swords. You're trapping yourself. These burdens are not yours to carry. You got to be a hero to yourself, male or female, before you can be a hero to anybody else. And nobody needs a hero. Sometimes when we step in and we always trying to do shit, we're causing ourselves some bad karma, because the people that we're doing this for, they have their own lessons to learn. They have their own path and life lessons. And you trying to control all of that. Sure, here, take their burden, take the weight of it too. That's what in 2022 is saying. Drop that load and let God, source, creator, whatever that means for you, open your heart to that faith that it's taken care of how it's supposed to be. So not your way, Virgo. You don't get to control this. Not your way, but in the right way, in a righteous way, so that everyone comes out better. You're stopping people from being and seeing themselves and being great because you trying to do what you want to avoid hurt and fear and loss. And you realize you're doing is drawing it. 2022, you got to open up. You got to go through a little hurt. You got to go through a little reality in 2022. And I would like to say, oh, poor Virgo, but I'm going to keep it 100 like the card said. You did it to yourself. Now let's get out of it in 2022, okay? Ooh, Prince of Wands. To the Princess of Wands in reverse. To the Empress. Rebirth and renewal, all right? Y'all gonna want to click off after this. Don't click off. Don't click off. Because there's an ending. Some of y'all are carrying the weight of someone. And these are the qualities of this Prince of Wands. Are you ready? Prince of Wands will say things like, I'm a private person. Or I'm just moody. And really, they are evil, narcissistic. They hurt people. They use people. And you need to let their burden go in 2022. It's time to drop that load. And the Princess of Wands is in reverse. This person is disconnected from everything except themselves. When you operate in the sense that you trying to fix everything and carry everything and you're stopping people from learning lessons, and we're talking about adults, grown people just like you and me, and you trying to hero up, you have to remember alchemy and creation is there. You have to understand universal law. You have to understand energy. If you just sit in silence and you look at how life works and you see how things come together, then you can have not a theory, but factual proof for yourself that in accountability, there's growth. In no accountability and trying to fix things for people, that's where we create our narcissistic children. That's where our parents became, where they use people. They say, I'm just, or this is just how I am. And there's no room for change. You just have to accept the bullshit. In 2022, we're holding people accountable and we're dropping the load. It is. I hear it is what it is. Like, let's figure something out. But it is what it is. What do you want me to do? Because there's something coming into you in your rebirth, in this empowerment that is very loving and nurturing. It is of self. You're going to feel it for yourself, but you're also going to feel it from someone outside of yourself. Once you open up your heart chakra, once you let go of all of this chaotic challenge shit, and you start making some sense instead of operating in fear, the Empress is a wife. The Empress is loving, nurturing, loyal, beautiful. That's how you will be seen, because right now that's not how people see it. Remember? And that is what you will bring into your life. Because remember, you bring in what you vibrate at. So once you get here, and you got the waves flowing up high, you don't got, way up here, and you're not dipping down and coming back up and dipping down and grabbing some more shit and trying to pull it back up. You are going to open yourself up to something amazing. Let's get to Sete. Let's get to challenges. Woo! like a fish out of water. Your money situation is going to be a challenge for you in 2022 until you get this together. Seven of Pentacles is about, say you planted seed, you know, you try it, you set some things in motion to achieve some goals, right? Seven of Pentacles would be you looking at all of the fruits of your harvest. Yours is in reverse. That's a challenge for you in 2022 because your Hermit's in reverse. If you don't take the time to really sit with yourself and be real and be real, in balance. And here on Alchemy and Creation, you need to balance things out with your instruction as a result of excessive ambition. And that imbalance may be long lasting. You need to reflect and review things, abandoning some things, some worldly things and mean things to reach a spiritual rejoicing instead of victimizers. People are victimizing you and you aren't even aware of it. People are using you. You're going to become a victim of your own deeds. So you think you're doing good deeds and you're really stopping God, Source, Creator from moving in other people's lives. So a lot of things I like to say is, even to myself, is, okay, you think you got that? You think you can own that? You think you can run that? Okay, then be ready for the consequences of it too. Accept every consequence that comes with not allowing life to flow. Accept every consequence. And if you're going to accept it, fine. But for challenges, the challenge is your money is going to be affected. What you reap for what you've done, your intentions can be so pure, but you are blocking life's flow in everyone's life by trying to make it your way. And your fruit is going to be affected because you didn't take the time to review your main energy. Review things and see them for what they are. So you get to control how you move, but you don't get to control the overall outcome, because there's something higher at work than all of us. And it is about our souls having an experience. And you're trying to stop that. You're trying to run it. Sure, you get to choose your experiences. But as soon as you step on our Creator's toes and try to move some things how you think they should be, okay, I'm going to let you accept the consequences of that shit too. All right. Let's get to it. It ain't over. I'm still kicking y'all ass. In a good way. These decks are no fucking joke. Let me give y'all a little fluff and stuff, okay? I mean, if someone feels this is a not a positive reading, it's because they don't want to do the work. They're like, oh, hell no, fuck her. And that's okay. I'm not saying you have free will. You do whatever the fuck you want. This is about guidance. All right? There are other principalities at play besides what you think and what we think. All right. Can I have some final message? Let's help Virgo out. Can I please have some guidance, Source, for Virgo for 2022 for this spread, please? Okay. Ooh, Two of Wands, first card out. This card is about making changes. It's about a choice to change or stay the same. Hold on. Ooh. 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 All right. Let's get to it. Let's dig in because this video is long enough already. Sheesh. These ugly ass glasses. Gosh. And I picked them. They're so ugly. Taking the next steps. Bold and ambitious choices, y'all. It's about partnering with others. A new group who share your dreams. Expanding your plans beyond the ones you have now. So what I'm telling you, what you think you're about to do is going to affect some deep shit in your life. And you need to continue to move forward and let some things go, some past thoughts, some past waves, some past moves. It's time for some renewal, like it said in Rebirth. You've got the Knight of Swords. This is talking about decisive, focused, and driven. Things are going to move at great speed for you, and choose intellectual. That's that reviewing of things. Be intellectual about your responses rather than emotional, because remember, you're trying to carry everybody and everybody don't even have the same intentions for you. Sudden or unexpected changes. Review your opinions carefully. Is the Ten of Swords here for you? Because I thought it was. Sure is. Ten of Swords is about letting people go that talk behind your back. There are people that talk about you behind your back. And this is saying for, that's rebirth. Yeah, renewal and rebirth. You got to let them go because that's that narcissist right there too. And that's what this is about. The wheel changes, a fresh new start, the end of delays, sudden or unexpected progress for your choices, positive change in your life. Some of y'all might be getting a new vehicle, traveling or getting a new vehicle. Knight of Wands. It's time to open your heart and be passionate and confident. It's time to show charismatic you. It's time to show you. There are some events, because there's a lot of challenges that are going to require immediate action, and you need to trust your intuition. A passionate relationship is going to come into you in 2022, but it's going to be during or after some ails. Protect what you create. Be prepared. Ask your angels for help. Six of Pentacles. Borrowing wisely. There's going to be some debt y'all need to pay off. Someone's going to want to help you, and you need to see it. You need to see that they're actually trying to help you, and you do not go against this person. They are really trying to help you, and that's where your unexpected inflow is going to happen. People are going to see you as charismatic. They're going to see you as intelligent. They're going to trust you. I hear a puppet, though. Some of y'all are in puppet syndrome. Ace of Swords. Cutting out one-sided situations. Overcoming obstacles. Have faith. Remain objective. Remain objective. That's what you're not. Currently in 2022, you're going to have to keep that mindset. You need to plan for the long term. Remember I said that living in the moment stuff? That's some hippie good shit. It's good. And it applies many times in life. But also in decision making and in emotional responses, we need to be strategic and look at the long term. How are we affecting ourselves? What impression are we giving? What are we creating? And if you do that, you could have abundance from your past choices, from choices in 2021, and success and pride from your labor. But it says to be patient and be instinctual in what you do next. Eight of Cups again, a need to move on, a spiritual quest, choosing to make a big life change, a change in priorities. Page of Pentacles, be optimistic, be enthusiastic. Don't be impatient, because that's part of this card too. An exciting opportunity. It's time for you to move into something greater than you could even imagine. So a lot of abundance, being seen and honored and respected. All right, let me get you some Earth Path. Wait, let me get you some Romance Angels, the Doreen Virtue Romance Angels. Oh my gosh, 51 minutes. So Scorpio, Capricorn, and you are my longest readings for these annuals. These next 13 moon cycles. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents or there's children. You're going to get to know somebody. As you reveal your innermost selves, there's a bond that's going to deepen. Codependency. Yep, people are really codependent on you, and you are too. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Addictions could be people, places, and things. Stay optimistic about your love life. So that means no fear. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Unrequited love. A soulmate. A past life relationship. You've known each other before. There's a karmic relationship. There's a soulmate relationship. There's a few relationships going on for y'all for 2022 that you'll have to resolve. One is going to be a soulmate. One is a past life karmic you need to work out. And one is unrequited. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep it going. Deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. I think I said false mask somewhere in here. It was Capricorn. I don't remember at this point. You'll have to rewind it, or if you remember, apply it. I'm trying to get this done. Been here long enough. Vigilant. It's time for you to be vigilant about the right things. About yourself. About yourself. Every time I look up, I just see ugly with them glasses. Passion. Communion. Vision quest. So what do you really want? Do you want genuine passion? Do you want this Empress energy in your life? Do you want to be passionate about all things you interact with and you're dealing with? Do you want to feel on fire for the things that you have in your life? Or do you want to continue the challenges? There is a communion, but this communion is about you reaching a spiritual height and then drawing in what's really for you. You can't avoid this. You can keep trying, but you can't. If you see anything in this reading, see it as blessed guidance, because that's what it is. That's the purpose and intent of this, is to give you some forecast, some projection, and some guidance into how to move. Individuality, yeah. Setting yourself apart. What do you like? What do you want? What are you afraid of? Why? All things in moderation, and big changes in 2022. Ooh, this is your year. I've been through this, though. And look at me now. I'm good. I thought I wasn't going to make it, though. I'm like, why is this happening to me? I can be such a crybaby. Why is this happening? And then I had to look at my own self and deal with my shit, right? And then it was fine. I used to be the biggest healer of everybody. I'd carry everybody. And now I'm like, that's your shit, not my shit. Because I had to learn. Why would I stop someone else from being better? I'm not trying to stop people from being better. I don't care what hiccups it takes. Get better, grow. So it's just a part of life, unfortunately, fortunately, you guys. And you can do this. It's saying you can do this. It's saying abundance is there. It's saying passion is there. Someone very loving is there. So you just gotta either come to reality of it, or I didn't have someone to tell me how to get through it. So I have faith that through hiccups or challenges you will get through it, or through really, this is a beautiful gift and it is guidance. I have some regulars, and they look forward to these, and they've had fruition in their life from these guided messages. So let me finish though. Individuality, all things in moderation, change in 2022, and then completing a karmic cycle. Once you open this and you see things and people for what they are, you back off, you go with the flow, you let shit happen for people the way it's supposed to. You deal with your fears, you deal with your personality issues, whatever you got going on, you look in that mirror and you deal with yourself. You've completed that karmic cycle. Your money's fine. You even come into an abundance versus not having enough. Situations may change. There's going to be some travel maybe going on for you in 2022, but you got this if you so choose to, okay? I'm going to stop there. I love you, Virgo. I love all of y'all. You got this, okay? Happy 2022. Peace.